Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're live. I've had trouble getting this stream going and a few other issues tonight. But yeah, we're live with the MaXed Racing Next Gen Megane Trophy. I'm just getting my links out. One second, and I'll be right with you. One more to go. Right, so as I've said, it's the Next Gen Racing MaXed Megane Trophy, round number 4 from Sardegna. It's a good track, Sardegna, tricky one. The cars will have some issues here, I think. Let's get out of James's way. We're just waiting for qualifying to start. Give you a bit of a tour around Sardegna. We'll probably jump on board with one of the guys once they're out anyway. So there's lots of elevation change in the circuit. Messing this up completely. Quite familiar with the circuit. I did it in a recent Manufacturer Series Championship iRacing. I was driving a Lexus around here at that point, and it was a completely different experience to this. It's very twitchy. Yeah, you can't shut this in as easy as Lexus because this will react to it. But one action point to sort of keep an eye out for is this last corner. You see, I've just run it a little bit wide there. It's very easy to get this wrong. As you see, I've just done that. Damn it. I nearly pulled off a 360. Right, so let us wait. Let us wait for the people to get going. Let me cancel entry. So yeah, round 4. We'll give you a. What's he saying? Don't forget to cancel your entry. Done. So let's get you some gubbins up. So I'm going to show you the well, I can't show you because of the weird way my streams have to be set up. I have to stream through the PlayStation, so I can't show you anything. But I will talk you through the current championship standings. Predictably, the man that's parked up on track at the minute, Apex Predator, is leading the way. He's on 61 points. 9 points behind him is CMW Motorsport. I don't even think I've seen him in the room tonight. No, he's not in the room yet. So CMW Motorsport is second. Swargy 98. So he had a good outing last time, if you remember. He won last time out, so he's up to 45 points now in third place. Bruce Lee Harding. We have seen him in the room. There he is. He occupies 4th at the minute. Mr. Portugal Don, 5th for Portugal Don at the minute in the championship. Wace is 6th in the championship. He had a disconnect last time, if I remember correctly. So yeah, he was just struggling. But he's 28 points. So he's basically joint 5th at the minute. Mr. Pav 46, so a race that couldn't race last week, back with us this time round. He occupies 7th place at the minute, just 1 point behind the joint 5th place. Also on the same amount of points as Pav is Gibb 92, who's currently second in the practice timings. Pete Gibb 92, he scored quite well last time out as well. He's on 27 points, same as Pav. James Tyrewall, who had a bit of a frustrating time out last week, he's 9th at the minute. Conrad Racing, who's there he is, he's sat in the pits. Had a decent time out last time, but I want to say he'll probably be a bit frustrated with some of his results. He occupies 10th, and then we've got a lot of the part-time drivers that haven't made it to every race. Just trying to find the sorry, I've loaded up the wrong picture. Chris Cross is 11th. Chris Cross is, there it is. He's 11th in the championship, 20 points. Joint 11th is JPX 99. He's on 20 points as well. I don't think he's lapping at the minute. Anthony Hunt, currently 13th in the championship, 17 points for Anthony Hunt. He'll be pretty disappointed with how his season started, to be fair. And we'll be hoping for better things with him. Another one I'll be disappointed with the way things are starting is the one that just spends his pre-race doing donuts, which is Burnt Fry. He's up 13 points, and then coming last in the championship is the Les, but the Les has basically come in as a filler throughout the season, so he's he's missed out on quite a lot of action, as the Les didn't race last week, of course. So. Alright, so quali's getting underway. So for those who don't know the format, Haz, how you doing? Burnt Fry, evening. JPH, evening, my friend. I'm alright, a little bit stressed now. These Thursday night 8 o'clock starts are a bit of a pain. I won't lie to you. They're just proving to be a bit of a nightmare. Yeah, so the format of what we're into, 10 minutes qualifying lies ahead of us. We then go straight into a 20-minute sprint race. There is no tyre wear, there is no fuel depletion. They are all locked onto the same tyres, as you can probably see from the graphic on the left hand side of your screen in a minute. They're all locked onto the racing soft tyre. It was plenty grippy enough. Probably one of the most realistic tyre compounds I've had. And that's it, 20 minutes, and that's your lot. Because it's all event sponsored by MaXed Racing. You can see on JPH's 99's car, they are the title sponsors of the league, so to speak, and the liveries of all the other cars that we see are, let me just turn my keyboard on, are omens, I guess, or nods to the sponsors of the league via PMR. So there's quite a lot of different ones that you'll see. So you'll see the Works car, Apex Predators rocking the number 22. Jaino's only Adrian Flux 13 car. Jaino's new driver, only joined us last week, so he's not even in the championship standings yet. I don't think he's even been updated onto it. Swargy in the Garage Floor Tile Company car, the number 98. He's in 3rd at the minute on the outline. And I've got Wace. So Wace Tank Tools number 20, so that's his card. Portugal Don's in the Fux number 53. P. Gibb Steel Seal car, the number 28 or 20 car. Bruce Lee Harding rocking it down there. He's in the Dread car. Made a few puns about that in my time. Chris Cross in the Zerko Tech car. Covered JPH already. Anthony Hunt is in another. Oh, sorry, he's in the Master Vault car. I think that's the 120 car. Conrad Racing, just starting his flying lap now. His livery is Joyce Design car, the number 48. Pav 46, obviously number 46 for Pav. He's representing Fast Car today. Burnt Fire, number 77 in the Sales I car, and last but not least in the Amsher 64, James Tyrewell. So the drivers well into their flying laps now. The first person to set a time for us is going to be Jaino. A good pole lap around here is going to be probably either a low 21 or a high 20. With a little bit of well-timed slipstream. Apex Predator's been getting slipstream this entire lap, so his bank should be quite good. Jaino's gonna pick up a penalty for running it wide there, I feel, so that's his lap scrubbed potentially, or has he got away with it? No, he's got a penalty. So his lap's pretty much null and void, I'm afraid. 22.0, Apex Predator 21.2 straight away. Swargy 21.6 for Swargy, puts him second on the grid. Waste 22.2 for Waste. Bruce Lee Harding 22.4, P-Gib 25.7. Chris Cross 21.6 for Chris Cross. That's a great lap from Chris Cross. JPX brings us in a 23.6. Anthony Hunter 24.7 for him on his first lap. 22.6 for Conrad and a 21.7 for Pav. So that puts Pav fourth on his first flying laps. Burnfire puts 21.9, so he goes fifth, and he's going to be lining up on the third row of the grid at this stage. Of course, qualifying is set in the same sort of realm as a race, so they've not got to worry about quali strategy. They literally just go out and hot lap. One consideration for your strategy really is I guess how you get the slipstream and how you apply that. As the Apex Predator's just tucked himself up behind Jaino. He knows Jaino's not exactly slow, so he can get a good run coming onto the final straight. He was purple second set to us. Jaino sees James Tywall set out 23.1, sorry. Apex Predator, will he extend his lead for pole at the minute? He does improve ever so slightly. Swargy, can he improve his time? No, he can't. Chris Cross just coming across the line now. He's only giving Wace a tow, so we'll see if Wace, who's just been knocked down to 8th by P-Gib, can improve his time. No, he can't. And that's about it for the first batch, I guess. Jaino, who saw scupper his qualifying lap. Betfire improves, Hunt improves as well, 22.5 for Hunty. Where does that leave him? At the minute that is good enough for 11th for Hunty. Very close again, the top 10 separated by 1.2 seconds. With a lot of gaps in between there, quite slim. The top 3, half a second between all the top 3. So there's not a lot separating these drivers, as is usually the way. We tend to find that these races get really close. You'll get ready for a frantic few opening laps as well, ladies and gents, because that is the way this championship goes. Jaino finally puts in an improved time of 21.6 for Jaino. I was waiting for that to pop up. So after getting a penalty on his opening lap, he finally sets a representative time. Bruce Lee Harding chucks in a good run of 21.8 for Bruce Lee Harding. Wace improves as well to a 21.6. So he's kind of right. A low 21 is the target time for most people. Hunty 21.8 for Hunty. That chucks him all the way up to 8th. He'll be getting a nosebleed that high up. Bertfry improves as well. Bertfry goes second at 21.3. My days. He probably owes Conrad racing a beer though. Conrad might have been pulling him along that entire lap. Still, it's a good lap to get a time just 10th and a half away from the current pole sitter. Apex Predator is not improving on his time. That improvement by Burnfire did knock Jaino down, as we just see Apex Predator get out of his way there. Knew he was down at his time, didn't want to hold anyone up. See Jaino improves his lap. Oh no, that was way off the pace, man. Chris Cross had a good qualifying so far. I don't think he's going to be able to beat the time he's already set. No, he's 1.3 seconds off it. A lot of peak times have already been set. Someone who usually does qualify well though is Pav. He's not getting a slipstream right now. Hunty improves again. 21.5 for Hunty. We'll go and check and see where that leaves him. That puts Hunty 4th. 3.5 tenths off pole for Hunty so far. He's been getting a little bit of a tow from JPH, I believe, but that is still a damn good time at 21.5 for Hunty. As we come towards the end of qualifying, a couple of minutes left, so a couple of laps left for each of these guys. So Mastervolt will be biting their nails in anticipation of what Anthony Hunt can deliver to them today. Meanwhile, Jano's trying to improve his time. He's 4 attempts off that so far. Let me just check the timing screen, which I can show you. There are no purple sectors being set. A couple of people improving. Burnfly improved his sector 1. So did Crisscross, but he lost time in sector 2. Burnfly's coming up to the second timing marker now. I think it's just up this hill. Yeah, Burnfly is currently 3 tenths up on his best lap. So let's just check on Apex Predator. Apex Predator is about to come across the line. Currently a 1:21.1 for Apex Predator is his time. Not going to improve on that. Pressure's on for Burnfly now. He gets a good drive out that last corner. Doesn't like he's getting a slipstream though. Can he improve his time? No, he lost a lot of time in that final sector, but that just proves the potential in that car. But second is good for right now. Swargy not improved so far. Anthony Hunt is coming up to traffic. Who else are we waiting on improving? Let me just check that timing screen once more. Not a lot really in terms of time improvement. A lot of drivers have peaked. We're on a lot of drivers' last lap as well. Some will get another in. Some are going to struggle. Apex Predator's going to get another one, and whether he needs to improve or not, that driver we just seen going off those P-Gib. Burnfly's lost time in the second sector. Jano's improved. Jano's pit Burnfly to second now for 21.2 on his last attempt. So that's a I sent the Adrian Flux office up in roars, and that's qualifying over. Apex Predators improved slightly, a 21.1 for Apex Predator, then 21.180 for him, and JPH was the last one to set an official time of 22.2. So the whole field, all 14 cars, separated by 1.1 second. So it's incredibly close. Lots of overtaking opportunities available for you at Sardinia if you're brave enough. And an overtaking hotspot will be... I mean, we'll keep an eye on all this during the race, of course. The corner that Jano's coming up to now, this one, you're going to see a lot of overtakes attempted down here. It's one of the biggest braking zones. And down into T1, of course, is always a popular favourite, given you get epic slipstream from behind. The racers who were just sort of debriefing in the group chat have said themselves that it's very close in qualifying. Weiss is in there saying it's his worst quality of the season he feels, but he's got to remember he's only half a second off pole. Very close between him and Crisscross, 7th and 8th. So we're going to get a final confirmation of all the standings there, and then we're going to jump straight into the race. Right then. So here we go. There's a big long run down to T1, so a good start. It's going to be critical to a good race. Apex Predator got away well. It looked like Pav bogged down a little bit. That's going to bring Bruce Lee Harding up into his grill. But so far, so good. Down into T1, it's downhill braking zone, cold tyres. The potential for instance down here is very high T1. Burnfly sends it down the inside, and unfortunately collects Jano on the way. Apart from that, Hunty's lost a couple of places, potentially due to a little bit of a poor start. Weiss does fly up the inside of Hunty, so he's hemorrhaging places at the start of the race. The Master Vault crew will not be happy with this one at the minute, but Hunt's got plenty of time to redeem himself as James Tyrrell will try to go on the outside. There's a car off in the wall. Who was that? Can't remember who that was. We're going to go back and have a look at the T1 incident in just a moment. Gino's got back in front of Burnfry, so I feel Burnfry's probably let him go at some point. Wace up to 5th, Hunt is back up to 6th now. So he's had a bit of a mixed opening lap, but doing a good job. Pav 46 and Portugal Don side by side coming through the final sector. Pav just ducks out of it and lets Portugal Don through. You can't really run two abreast. It's wide enough, but you race in line, you just lose too much time. And then we see it was Chris Cross we saw go off earlier on. 14th, he's got a lot of work to do now. Coming on to T1 again. Any more moves? Apex Predators down to 3rd now, so somewhere along the line Apex Predators made a mistake and he's down to 3rd. Now what we're going to quickly do though is jump on board Burnfry and just have a quick look at what happened at T1. So we're just on bonnet cam, roof cam, whatever you want to call it. So he's getting the slipstream with 2 cars ahead. And yeah, he just gets his braking just a little bit wrong. I think he even sends himself into the barrier, to be fair, to get out of the way, and it just doesn't slow him down enough. So fair play to Burnfry, stuff like that will happen. Swoggy tries to serve his penalty on the straight there, but he's probably going to lose out to Gino. Oh no, there's been a little bit of a tap there from Apex Predator on Gino. It's all starting to buckle up now. Replay mark at that, we'll hopefully be able to go back and have a look at it. That's put Gino all the way back to 5th now. So what did I tell you at the opening lap? Always gives us some fun. Anthony Hunt does seem to be, or is it James Tyrwall that's glitching? It might be James Tyrwall. One of them's lagging a little bit. It's not too severe at the minute, so it looks just about bearable. Swoggy 98 then leads us into lap 3. Just ahead of Apex Predator himself, just away to White. Wace has had a great start to the race. He complained that he had his worst qualifying, and in fairness, he probably should have had a better qualifying given his form. 3rd for him on the road. Burnfry just behind. Gino in 5th. Obviously had that contact. We're going to go back and have a look at that in just a moment. Anthony Hunt is on the back of James Tyrwall like a fat kid on a cupcake at the minute, and looking to make a move. James does seem to be a little bit all over the place, but he doesn't look like he's out of control of his car, so I'm wondering if that is lag, as we'll just see. Yeah, it's definitely lag. 100% lag. And the problem is that they're not going to know where each other is. Simple as that. So this has that's got potential to get a little bit gnarly. Right, so let's just go and have a little bit of a look at what happened with Apex Predator. Right, let's go back a little bit further than that. So Swoggy loses his penalty and defends his inside line. And yeah, Apex Predator just didn't anticipate that there was going to be a bunch up of cars ahead of him. All incidents, of course, if reported, are investigated post-race. There's nothing we do inside the race at all, so anything like that needs to be looked at afterwards. Hunt is now gone from predator to prey. He's got Pav all over him, and Hunter, yeah, you are glitching, mate. I know you do sometimes listen to me in your stream, so just be careful that you're lagging a little bit. It's not that bad, but just be careful. Conrad Racing, 10th for Conrad, P-Gib 11th. P-Gib is doing well in the championship. Will probably be a little bit disappointed with running back down here. JPX running 13th, last of the main pack, which is 10 seconds apart at the minute, and then Chris Cross 3 seconds behind those. So Chris Cross is starting to recover his pace. We're not seeing the top pack make an escape for it like we normally are. The top 4 kind of are. That's only really because of contact. Let's have some onboard action. Let's just jump on board with Burnfly. and have a look how the top 4 battles line up. Looking back, you can see he's not giving Jaino any slipstream, so you can purely focus on Waste ahead of him. He's got a 4 temps gap, so the slipstream should be at its peak right about now. Waste goes a little bit deep into the corner and just misses the apex. That's going to cost him a temp force on exit, and indeed it has. Bert5 reels him in straight away. Not close enough to go for a move here, so he's going to have to potentially look to set one up down at the tight right-hander. Waste again just makes a small mistake on the apex, but gets it tucked in nicely onto the curb. He's going to look to get a really good run out, a slingshot effect from Waste there down, so that's going to really help him defend from Bert5, who's not looking like he's close enough to make a move. See ahead Apex Predator just about far enough ahead of Swargy to not have to worry about it too much. So you can see really close racing up here up at the front, a little bit further back. Not much doing, the field has spread it out a little bit. And there's not an absolute ton going on. We just jump on board the MaXed car. I mean, there's still close racing happening here. So on board with JPH at the minute, he's chasing down Bruce Lee Harding, just runs it a little bit wide on the grass there. That's going to give himself a little bit dirty tyres, compensates for that by putting the lefts on the grass instead. It actually doesn't affect him too much. Meanwhile, I see some action happening up ahead, and I've pressed the wrong button, my apologies. I've replay marked that Apex Predator's down. Yeah. For some reason Apex Predator is flying around on the track, so let's go and have a look at what happens here. Yeah, he just starts, his car is possessed, is probably the best way of putting it, I think. So yeah. Oh, he's back up in first now. so he's been teleported back up into first. Oh, I love esports. So yeah, the standings as they are, it wasn't as exciting as I thought. I just saw loads of positions changing on the top and thought, oh, juice. No, nothing. James Tyrewall is starting to reel in Jaino up ahead. So since Jaino's lost the slipstream with Bert5, he's kept him at a persistent 1.6 seconds. That gap between 4th and 5th has stayed the same. But James Tyrewall has just started reeling in the Adrian Flux car ever so slowly over the last couple of laps. So we'll see what can happen with that. Jaino doesn't defend that. One thought about these connection issues we're seeing, it's seldom the user's issue. It's typically because servers are just that overloaded. I had trouble streaming tonight because of server bandwidth issues, so you'll see these little connect like we're seeing with Anthony Hunt now. If we just jump on board of his car, you'll see his car will teleport a meter to the left and a meter to the there we go. On his screen it'll be perfectly fine. Everyone else might be doing it, but it's typically just because the game is that overloaded and the servers can't cope with the amount of connections it's getting, or something like that. It sounds right, doesn't it? Meanwhile, a little bit further back, Bruce Lee Harding's beginning to come under pressure from JPH99. So the MaXed car is making waves. JPH gets a really good run out of there, but Bruce Lee Harding just about manages to defend that. Really love this camera angle looking back from Bruce Lee Harding's car. I just see JPH and Conrad Racing streaming in behind. Chris Cross is beginning to catch these guys as well. So maybe he can rescue some points on this race. So the battle isn't over, and Jaino's off as well. So what's happened to Jaino? Well, he was in 10th. No, he wasn't. I'm certain he was 5th. Let's go a little bit further back. No, doesn't. Whatever happened to Jaino, my replay camera doesn't catch it. So we're past the halfway mark of this race then. Apex Predator now beginning to pull a little bit of a gap to the guys behind. So Swargy currently in second. Has held that position pretty venomously since the start of the race, really. I'd say he's got himself up there. And and has defended away to Wace, who's had a brilliant race so far. And he's putting Swargy under some sincere pressure as we look back from the Garage Floor Tile Company car. As we come onto the main straight. Oh, he gets that wrong. We're on board with Swargy as he makes a mistake. That's unfortunately going to let Wace and Burnt Fry through. Does he go for that move back? As we see Burnt Fry go for a move down the inside to Burnt Fry. Can he make it 2 cars in 2 corners? He can. It's 4th to 2nd for Burnt Fry. He's got it all to do now though, because Wace is going to be on him. Swargy will want his 2nd place back as well. Wace can sniff a 2nd place here, and if he can get some clean air, maybe he can start catching Apex Predator as well. I would probably say Wace has had the more consistent race so far, but all these guys, brilliant racing so far from them all. Really, really good to watch. Let's just go back and have a look at how Burnt Fry got that 2nd place. So this is looking at Swargy, just dipped a tyre on the grass, and that just made him go deep. And Burnt Fry then just took the opportunity, and then later on in the lap, because of the overspeed, got the move made on Wace down into T1, still in 2nd. As we speak, he's 3.1 seconds adrift of Apex Predator, so really needs to just try and start building the gap to the guys behind now, because they will pressure him if he doesn't. James Tyrwell not got a ton of coverage as James in the amateur car, but 5th for James so far. He's been watching this battle, and if they keep battling, he'll catch them as well, because he's been nice and consistent. Pav's having a good race in 6th. I don't think Pav's done a ton of practice for this track combo, so a 6th place for him at the minute is a good result. I mean, we know he's faster, but he'll be quite happy with that as it stands. Anthony Hunt did qualify a lot higher than this, so he probably will sit there feeling like he should be up there battling with Burnt Fries and the Waces and all that lot. At the minute, he's got a very defensive race ahead of him. He will be looking in his mirrors every now and again, and he will see a Portugal Don, a P Gib, and a Jaino all occupying that mirror space. But at the minute, doing a really good job of keeping them at bay. Further back, the battle for 11th has chilled out a tiny bit. So Conrad Racing's currently leading that one. Bruce Lee Harden and JPH99 are battling away for 12th. Really good battle between these two guys. Let's just jump on board with pressing the wrong buttons again. Let's jump on board with JPH99 and see if he manages to get anything done down the straight. Can't shake the cliche. Thanks for joining in, mate. Nice to see you on the stream. Hope you're alright, mate. So a good run out this last turn is pretty critical to guarantee a good speed down the straight. As we see up ahead, Conrad Racing and Jaino battling for 10th. Conrad's got the move made before the corner, I can see in the distance, so we'll just go and have a quick look at that. So that's Conrad up to 10th. He can start putting pressure on Portugal Don now, we hope. Bruce Lee Harding successfully defends the JPH once more. Burnt Fry then has pulled a gap on the guys behind, so he's now pulled a 1.4 second gap to Wace in the last lap or so. So it's a really good performance by Burnt Fry so far. This will be his best result yet if he can just keep his composure and keep the car on the track. Sardinia is a tough circuit at the best of times, let alone when you're getting pressure from cars behind, so he just needs to keep his cool really. Anthony Hunt is starting to garner the affections of P Gib now. I think Portugal Don made a mistake somewhere, so P Gib has now been released to attack the Mastervolt car. Just see Hunt his connection issues. Just see P Gib though. Oh no, he accounted for it. He did dip his wheels on the grass there, but he kind of accounted for it in his cornering. So actually, ended up giving him a good run out. Hunty goes uber defensive. We're just going to watch as they go side by side into T1. Hunty takes the later break in. And P-Game has to settle for 8th now. 4.5 minutes remain of this one. Race still being led by Apex Predator. He's got a 3-second gap to Burnfry. Burnfry is actually reeling him in and has dropped the guys behind out of any slipstream. So far Burnfry absolutely smashing it. We'll just have a little bit of a recap though. Give everyone just a little bit of love. So your current championship leader and leader of the race, Apex Predator. First place, 3-second gap to this bad Mr. Burnfry. Great race from Burnfry so far. I genuinely mean this when I say I hope he has a good result tonight. I know he's not had a great run in this championship so far, so this will do his confidence a world of good. Waste, a good race from him. He had a bit of a poor qualifying by his own admission, but he certainly made up for it in the race, and Tang Tools will be very impressed with how he's got on with this. Swoggy, probably actually a little bit disappointed, to be fair, for Swoggy. He spent a lot of this race running in second, so he'll probably walk away from this thinking that anything less than second is a loss, but a 4th place is still a very good result in this field. James Tyrwell 5th, like I say, has been reeling the guys ahead in, but he's kind of staying consistent about the 1.8 second mark now. Mr. Pav 46 consistently in 6th so far, so he's doing well. Anthony Hunt has dropped the admiration to Portugal Don just behind him. I have clocked your question mark. I'll be once I've done this recap, mate, I'm on it with you. Portugal Don, 8th place for him. He's got that place back. He's got the attentions of Jaino behind him now. So Jaino spent a lot of the race riding up at the front. We'll be a little bit disappointed how this has run out. Conrad Racing, we saw him make that move on Bruce Lee Harding a lap or so ago. He's up to 10th. Bruce Lee Harding 11th, getting very close at the back now. It's really starting to light up. P-Gib, 12th for P-Gib at the minute. JPX99 running 13th. And then Chris Cross 14th has really caught up to this pack. So there's a big battle now, pretty much 8th back. So 8th to 14th is all in one massive train now, though. This is going to be an exciting 2 minutes to this. So Mark, you would need a PlayStation 4, a copy of Gran Turismo Sport. If you have both of those, get on the Next Gen Racing Facebook page. And it's NXT Gen, GN. Or look for this man, JPH99, JPH_99. He runs this league. Him and Greener Army, but JPH is the gamer tag you can see here, so you might as well get in touch with him. Drop him a message on PSN or get in touch with him through Facebook. If there are spaces in the league available, he will get you into it. I just commentate on it, mate, so I don't do any of the admin. But he's the man you need to speak to. He's a lovely bloke. He will welcome you with open arms, mate. Right, let's just check up ahead. Yeah, Burnfry's well and truly dropped these guys. Now, Burnfry, mate, I'm applauding. That's beautiful. Hunty's just about got enough of a clear gap to Portugal. He's not in his slipstream, so Anthony Hunt is leading away in 7th at the minute. He's doing a damn fine job of it. But the battle to watch for me is this 8th backwards battle. So 8th place could be anyone's. So in there you got Portugal Don, Jaino, Conrad Racing, we've got Bruce Lee Harding in that as well, we've got JPH, we've got P-Gib and Chris Cross now involved in that. So as the drivers enter the last lap of the race, anything can happen in this one, ladies and gents. This is where I was waiting to see if any overtakes happen. No, they don't. We'll jump back up to the front. So Burnfry and Apex Predator are pretty much gone. Burnfry's actually caught Apex Predator a little bit. He's taking time out of him. Apex Predator, meanwhile, is stuck in a 120.7 somewhere along the way, so he's gone even faster than he did in qualifying. Wace is having to defend his 3rd position valiantly. He's got Swoggy all over the back of him. James Tyrwell has caught up with this now as well. So it's a 3-car fight for 3rd. Now we'll give the guys some love as they go over at the start-finish straight, though. Check back here. No, nothing mental is happening back here. P-Gib has just had a little bit of an off though, so JPH up to 12th now. So Apex Predator finishes first. Great race for him. Burnt Fry, mate, I'm so happy for you. Second place for you. Brilliant race. Wace, third place for you. Last step of the podium. Good performance from you in the race. Swargy will be happy with a fourth, I think. He should be anyway. Thames Tyre Wall, fifth place for him. Sixth place for Mr. Pav 46. Seventh for Hunty. Portugal London are going to come home in 8th with Jano in 9th. Conrad in 10th. Bruce Lee Harding takes in 11th. JPH in 12th. P-Gib 13th. And Chris Cross in 14th. No problems, Mark. If you drop... JPH has a habit of coming into the stream chat after the race. So if you drop your... Talk to him in here. Just have a chat with him in my stream chat. JPH tends to have my commentary on his ear, so he'll probably be aware that there's someone wanting to join in. But yeah, race recap as I always do. In fact, I'm going to save the replay so I can make a thumbnail. Wow, well, Apex Predators is taking over the championship. He's plainly an OP guy. He's really fast. Really tough for Burnt Fire to get on the podium as well. Let's have a little bit of a recap of the race results. So yeah, Burnt Fire brought home second, so he'll be happy with that. Wace with a third. I know he was, I want to say complaining, that's probably the wrong word, probably just a little bit frustrated with his qualifying performance, but he's got to be happy with a third place. It's a podium finish, it's points, it's quite a lot of points. Swargy, same for Swargy, fourth place for him. Other notable mentions: Anthony Hunt had an unlucky season so far. This seemed like quite a good race for him. I know he finished behind his qualifying position, but 7th is still a good performance. And yeah, I normally sort of sit here and pick a driver of the day, and for me, it's got to be Burnt Fry. Absolutely got to be Burnt Fry. There's a few mentions as well. Apex Predator. By default, sometimes you want to give Apex Predator the driver of the day because he just nails consistency all the time, and that takes a lot more effort than people give it credit for. Yeah, he's got to be Burnt Fry. So well done to you. That's just me, by the way, saying that for watching the race. If you're watching this in the comments, just chuck down below who you think should be driver of the day and what impressed you in that race. Yeah, there was a lot of errors in that one, JPH. Not from you, from everyone. A lot of people making little tiny mistakes throughout it, I guess. JPH, there's a bloke in my chat, Mark GT500, was interested in joining the league, mate. I don't know if there's any spaces, I have no idea. You know, I don't get involved in that sort of stuff, but I think he'll be looking over at us on the next gen racing page. In fact, Mark, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to link you Next Gen Racing's Facebook page in the chat. Give me a second. It will be my recently visited. There we go. Group chat's going mental now. So Mark, if you're still in the chat, that's Next Gen Racing on Facebook in the comments. There's loads of stuff that they're doing. If you're into your sim racing as well, it's worth checking out Mature Racing Club on Facebook. They do a lot of leagues as well. That's who I'm a part of. There's P1 as well, and the SimFX. All those guys friendly, get a lot of good leagues going. It's ramping up as well because of obviously the lockdown. There's a lot of different things cracking on. Yeah, get involved, mate. Get involved. Cool. Right, so I will leave the stream at that, I think. A big well done to all the drivers for tonight, of course. They put a lot of effort into it. And thank you for tuning in and joining in the stream and the chat and coming in to support your drivers. And I will see you same time next week. In terms of next week, let me load up the track list and see what we've got for you next week. I save it and then I forget where it is. So next week is Red Bull, is it? Yeah, Red Bull GP circuit. It is yet not confirmed what the weather will be like for that, I don't think. I don't know what the weather's going to be like for it. Whether we're going to have raining. I don't know. I don't know. Right, cool. That's it for me. Thank you for tuning in. You're welcome, JPH. You're welcome, mate. We're a little bit stressed and harried tonight, as you could probably tell in the opening of it. I normally do a lap and all that sort of stuff, but just wasn't able to do it. Cool. Right, thank you for tuning in, and I'll catch you all next week. Take care, stay safe, wash your hands, all that lovely stuff. Have a good one.